Let's go over to plugins and then we're going to click add plugin, search for WooCommerce and then click install. You will also notice lots of add-ons for WooCommerce and payment gateways for PayPal. There's quite a few, but we won't install that just yet until we get the payment setup. Once you've installed WooCommerce, it sometimes takes you up into a setup page. If not, we can go to WooCommerce and click home and start there. Before we do that, let's go over to pages. Now, from the blueprint, there was only a home page on this website. No other pages except the home, and that just had the word hello. Now we've got the cart, the checkout, the my account, and the shop page added. So WooCommerce will add those in. We're not going to worry about editing or messing around with them until we've built out all of our setup and added in our products. Let's now go over to WooCommerce and home. You can skip the guided setup, but because for a lot of you this is what you'll see, let's just go through it. I will be selling electronics and computers. If you are selling ebooks or other items or courses, you could also go for other. I'm just going to go for electronics and computers. My store is located in the United Kingdom. You have a range down here. I will just click continue. I am going to untick everything you see here, just so that it looks like this, because there is a danger that you might think, well, this sounds really good, and so does this, because I want to drive sales with Google. You're just adding in lots of extra plugins that don't actually make a huge amount of difference, and it just adds in bloat. However, just so that we can see what does get added, I am going to add in the automated tax rates with WooCommerce Tax and give shoppers a variety of ways to pay. We may remove them, but let's just see what they add. I am not going to go for Woo Payments because this actually requires you to have a Stripe account. And I have found delays with Stripe paying you the money that you've got from customers, or a lot of the hurdles you have to go through to get a Stripe account set up can be really off-putting for businesses and clients. WooCommerce will then give you some suggestions as to what you need to do before your store is ready to start selling. I do not believe going through all of these settings in the order that they've given you at the moment. What I would rather you do is you go over to WooCommerce on the left-hand side and go to settings. And what you should do is work through these methodically. Then decide if you are going to sell globally or only to specific countries. The same applies to shipping locations to decide on what you're going to go for. Depending on how your shop is set up, you may want to add in some geolocations. Therefore, if someone is based in Africa, it will detect that and will ensure the correct shipping is applied. Address autocomplete is quite a new one, but this will require an additional plugin. So if you want to have that built in, go for it. But please bear in mind, the more you activate and enable, the more extra plugins will be added. In fact, I will just point out, if I save changes and I go back over to plugins, you will now notice that WooCommerce PayPal payments has been added and WooCommerce tax, because we enabled those two things. Now just imagine if you had ticked all of the boxes, how many extra plugins you would have, and it will start to add up. Will we be enabling tax rates? We can tick that. Will we enable coupons? So there may be periods of time where you want to offer a discount. We will leave that enabled. That was the very basic general tab for the WooCommerce settings.